Student performers behind me here have all the time in the world to share with us what they have prepared for today. So, our first speaker is Carly Savek.
Hello. Shout out to my English class, Miss Dowd, fourth period. Woo! So this is a story that I wrote for Miss Weidig's Creative Comp class. And it's like a childhood story that I learned a lesson from. So, bear with me, it's kind of far-fetched. Okay. When you're young, you learn so many things. You're taught how to speak, how to walk, how to ride a bike, and how to use the bathroom. All of these become something of a second nature and prevent us from being full-grown humans that crawl and have to wear a diaper. Well, let me tell you about the time where my second nature skills left me for a couple minutes and I was transported back to being a young infant. It was 5th grade. My morning had been consumed by writing class, science class, and social studies. At recess, my friends and I played an intense game of Foursquare. My grade school pride was at stake. Nothing could distract me from annihilating my classmates. As I stood in my square, I felt the need to use the restroom. It was all the water I drank earlier. I stopped and looked up towards the bathroom, weighing my options. I could go and forfeit my game, or I could hold my pee and become class champion of Foursquare. Well, my 5th grade mind thought it would be worse to give in and use the bathroom because, let's be real, we all want to be that kid who everyone is afraid to play on the playground. I was there to dominate, so I stood my ground and told my bladder to hold it. The Pleasant Hill School cafeteria is easily comparable to a watering hole. The thunderous activity, the wildness, and of course the smell, one might mistake it for a jungle. Despite the madness, I found my table and my classroom friends and then took a seat next to them. I started to open my lunchbox and take out my sandwich when I felt that feeling again. My bladder contracted and I thought to myself, oh right, the bathroom. I stood up to go when I heard some laughter coming from the left side of the table. I looked around, and then I saw it. It was unreal. I actually couldn't believe it. My friend had taken one of the potato wedges from that day's lunch and placed it on her plastic spork. That's Eden Schultz, by the way. Her utensil was bent back in launch mode, ready for her release. I knew when she let go, the piece of potato would go flying through the air and hit any innocent bystander. What happened next was more than funny. It has gone down in history as one of the most memorable elementary school shenanigans in all of human existence. I remember it in slow motion. She launched the potato and it flew across the table, soaring through the air like a little potato jet. As it descended towards the ground, one of the teacher's assistants passed by and the wedge of potato landed right in her hair. We all held our breath as she walked past our table. Her head didn't turn, and she didn't even notice a slice of fake cafeteria food in her coiffed hair. As soon as she was out of earshot, our entire table erupted in hysteria. It was one of the funniest things to a bunch of 10 and 11-year-olds. I laughed, and I just couldn't stop laughing. As everyone was laughing, I started to feel a warm sensation down my leg. What the heck, I thought? I looked down at my flower-embroidered bell-bottom jeans, they were really in then, and realized what was happening. I was peeing myself. I, a potty-trained 10-year-old, was peeing my pants! I tried to stop it, but I kept laughing, and I just kept peeing. It was like Niagara Falls cascading down my leg. I turned to my friend, shout out to Emily Kiblin, she's not here, but, and said in a monotone voice, I just peed my pants. She returned with, like a lot? Or like a little? And I raised my eyebrows and looked her dead in the eye. A lot. My voice croaked out. I tried to get up from my seat without showing how uncomfortable I was, but I ended up looking like a one-legged imaginary creature from Narnia. The next thing I remember, my class and I were walking down the hallway back to our classroom. I could feel everyone's eyes on me as we walked in a straight line, a huge wet line all the way down the inseam of my pants, and my face was redder than a tomato. I asked my teacher if I could go to the nurse, and she looked down at me with a face of disgust and nodded her head with wide eyes. I ventured down to the nurse's office, grateful there was no one in the hallway to see my tears. I was so embarrassed. Why didn't I go earlier? Why did I let my stupid game distract me from going to the bathroom? This was so preventable. So, of course, the nurse only had jeans that were made for boys, and that didn't match my pink top and sparkly scarf. And I knew this day couldn't get any worse. I returned to class, ready to face the ridicule in my boy jeans, but surprisingly, nobody batted an eye when I entered. It turned out to not be a big deal at all because nobody even cared. It was the one time 5th grade narcissism worked to my advantage. Long story short, everyone forgot about it and never brought it up again. Until today. I thought, this is the last year I have with all of you guys, being a senior and all, so why not bring up a time of agony for me? But there is a lesson in this tragic event. Never hold your pee. Okay, there actually is a real life lesson. Don't let your pride keep you from doing things that are important. When you keep yourself from doing what you need to do, it causes accidents, and then, well, you end up with wet pants. I learned my lesson, and yes, I have been able to control my bladder. My hope is that you will take my advice to wherever life leads you. Not about going to the bathroom, but about not letting the important stuff override your wants. It's always important to remember to not forget about your schoolwork, your job, and your family, because before you know it, your mistakes can come trickling down and create a huge stain in your life. Thank you. Next up is Kelly Halloran.
Hi. Okay. When I was a kid, I was really, really weird. Like, actually, I know that a lot of people claim that they were, but I was legitimately an odd child. My younger self decided that cargo pants were super cool. I thought that they were the height of fashion, and I would wear them literally all the time. Paired with the latest summer reading library t-shirt, I was unstoppable. When I was 9, I discovered how to use my dad's camera. Cue the 11 videos of me pretending to be an ant. I would drag the camera along the ground and act like I had just been shrunk. My brothers would find me with my hand holding the camera shoved into a bush, pretending to be jumping from leaf to leaf as I talked to myself. I'm honestly surprised that they still talk to me. I also have videos where I pretend that I'm in a tornado, or I'm running from the police, or my shoes are magical and can transport me places. Every once in a while, those videos resurface, and I get to rewatch the weirdest stage of my life, permanently preserved on screen. I used to bring a book around with me everywhere I went. 5-minute car ride? Bring a book. Carpooling with a friend? Wouldn't want to make it awkward, bring a book for them too. Problem solved. All the stories I read had me convinced that there were actual fairies living in my backyard. I would mix potions for them, which means I pretty much just smushed berries into the sidewalk with a rock. My parents were not happy when they found out about that one, and to this day there are lots of little red stains on the sidewalk by our front door. My favorite CD was the Madagascar soundtrack, and my favorite song was Mr. Mom. I'm pretty sure that's all you need to know about my taste in music. Now I've told my entire school all of my most embarrassing childhood memories. Great. So why am I telling you all of this? I'd like to argue that being odd is not a bad thing. On the contrary, I'm glad that I was a weird kid, because if I wasn't, then who would I be now? My creativity in my videos will definitely help me next year when I go to college for engineering. My childhood obsession over books has given me a decent vocabulary and made me into a Scrabble master. As for my horrible fashion sense, I can't really put a positive spin on that. I'm just thankful that that phase of my life is over. At the very least, being weird has given me great topics to bring up during awkward silences and something to write about for Writers Week. Let's be real. Being normal is boring. If I wasn't different and unique and flawed, I wouldn't be me. I've learned over the years to love and embrace my flaws and quirks. Before high school, I was unapologetically myself. My friends knew who I was as a person and loved me for it. When I got to Fremd, I tried to be someone I wasn't. In an attempt to be normal, I became friends with people who only saw the persona that I was putting out. I was miserable as I tried to be a totally normal person who had it all together. Eventually, I realized that it wasn't working and I needed to make a change. Over my 4 years at Fremd, I've learned to embrace my weirdness as a part of me. If I've only got one life to live on Earth, then I might as well live it as myself. The world doesn't need another normal person. The world needs you, because you are exactly who you are supposed to be, flaws and all, and you don't deserve people who make you feel like hiding the most unique parts of yourself. At Fremd, I found people that I can be totally myself with, whether it's through pretending to be a ninja with a gym tennis rackets or parkouring through Chicago. Your quirks and weird habits have too much value in the world. The last thing you should do is hide them. It's not going to happen in one day, and that's okay. It can be scary to let your guard down and let things out that you've been hiding for so long. If you like something or someone, let them know. Be passionate about things. Be the Leslie Knope of whatever you decide to do with your life. Do what makes you happy, even if it is pretending to be in a tornado and filming it with your dad's camera. Don't apologize for getting excited about something. If you like the song in the hallway on Friday, sing along. If you're proud of someone, let them know. Embrace the things that make you unique, and don't ever let anyone make you feel like less of a person because of them. I'm definitely still weird now. I really like dancing by myself when I'm home alone, and one of my greatest accomplishments last year was that I learned how to solve a Rubik's Cube. I enjoy physics, which for some of you is the weirdest thing I've shared about myself so far. I hope that all of you are able to embrace what makes you different, and I also hope that after sharing my embarrassing childhood with you, you will be able to share yours. Thank you. Next up is Sarah Jones.
Poem I'm going to be performing for you is called 7 Things I Learned from Khakis, a tribute to the lessons I've learned from pants. Number 1, I love guys in khaki pants. I love you in khaki pants. I love how great you look in khaki pants. But when you're wearing your khaki pants, before we eat explicit content, do what fun is. What really matters is number 2, consent. I'm going to tell you something you might have not heard. Consent is a two-way street, and saying no doesn't make you weak or gay or less of a man, so it's okay. Consent is far more important than your manliness to me. And that brings us to number 3. When someone asks who wears the pants, you tell them that we both do. Because, honey, I look good in pants too. Number 4, in a relationship, allow me to be your equal. When I open a door for you, you walk through it. And when I offer to pay, you let me because these pants are what we share. Number 5, in case the message hasn't become clear yet, I'm a feminist. And oh dear, don't go thinking I hate men, because I really dig you. So wear the khakis, please. I don't wear bras, what a waste that would be. And I don't go on feminist rants all the time. Just occasionally. Now here goes number 6. I know this may be too much, but don't worry, there's no rush. Soon you will begin to understand my side, and I will become familiar with the way you hide. So the right leg and the left will abide. But most importantly, from my pants, I've learned number 7. Like a pair of jeans or a pair of khakis, a pair of any pants we wear, you and I make a really great pair. kind. Hello, humankind. Tell him to function himself. He and I started off really well. He wooed me with kindness plus generosity, and well, it all added up just perfectly. Heck, I'll say it. I liked you a lot. And you realized you had me in the palm of your hand. And what did you do? Equation solved. Once I liked you, that combination of niceties got reciprocals, and you became a jerk. Once you thought you had me solved, your true colors showed, and I learned what an ass imtote you are. But mister, I've got news for you. I have foiled your plan. And I'm telling you with math because it's all you understand. When you're going to play with parts, to use math is irrational. Please, it's time to get real. You can't find me in a math book because I was not meant to be solved. God did not make me submissive, to be wooed and then thrown out. You thought you could plug in compliments and multiply them by your charm and bada bing, bada boom, perfect loving girlfriend. So little did you know. I'm made with so many X's, Y's, and Z's, so many every letter you can think of. You have no hope of solving me because I was not meant to be solved. I am not a math equation, so don't you dare treat me like one again. I'd like to introduce the wonderful and talented Lucky Mandarin.
Hi. Okay, for those of you who know me, you'd know that I'm a huge snowball aficionado, and therefore that's what I wrote about. So here I go. I'll share next. It was a Saturday afternoon, and I was sitting in a classroom with 12 strangers. When I was 8, my father used to come home drunk and beat my mom while my sister and I were locked in our room. My mom finally got fed up and left him. I looked up in shock, my eyes filled with tears. She continued to reveal how her family was evicted, and she spent a year being homeless. This girl, whom I had known throughout elementary school, just shared something I would have never expected. I thought about all the play dates we would have, where she would come to my house with the biggest smile. While I was inside my warm house with my 2 loving parents, her family was sleeping on cold park benches. Operation Snowball, also known as OSB, is a 15-hour event hosted at Fremd that promotes unity and understanding. You see, I was always the pampered youngest child. I usually got what I wanted without working for anything. And because I had been this fortunate, I figured everyone else around me was too. Walking down the hallways of Fremd, you'll find your variety of Michael, Vera, and Kate being represented everywhere you look. And although many exteriors seem to say that they have everything together, many people, no matter how rich they are hurting. OSB taught me to never be quick to judge because I have no idea what their circumstances may be. That Michael Kors bag can be a compilation of all the missed birthdays. That Kate Spade wallet can be a result of shoplifting because the kid felt as though there was no other way to fit in. One of the most important lessons OSB taught me was to put my emotional health first. It also taught me that it's okay to pay attention to my needs when I have to. The struggles of junior year are always existent for everyone. For me, my father had a heart attack, and on that same day, I was hit by a car. For a family as tight-knit as mine, this kind of news was basically our kryptonite. But as I got out of that smashed-up car, fortunately all bones intact, I decided to be grateful instead of being sorry for myself. After I got back to school a couple days later, it was difficult for me to just get back into the routine of things, but I stuck with the lessons that OSB taught me, and instead of lashing out at people who seemed to not care about my life, I simply paid attention to myself and how I was reacting to this situation. Because of how much OSB changed me as a person, I hope to have the same impact on someone else that my leaders had on me. My junior year, I was selected to be a leader for a small group, and in my small group was a girl that I knew since 6th grade, but we never talked because she had a different friend group. After letting her confide in me, she approached me at the end of the day, sobbing and apologizing for hating me all these years without actually knowing who I am. We now talk on a regular basis, and I can honestly say she's one of my very good friends. As I reach my 4th and final year of Snowball, the director of the program this time around, I see nothing but kind hearts everywhere I go. Snowball taught me all that I know. It taught me what it was like to show empathy and what it's like to be compassionate. It taught me that it is okay to care. Reach out to others, and although they may look at you weird for listening, stick with them. Those who claim to need it the least, trust me, they need it the most. Thank you. Next up is Twitter God Will Comel.
What's up? All right, quick shout out, fourth period, AP Lit. All right, this piece is called A Letter to My Dog, Reuben, or Why, Reuben? Preface. If you've ever been to my home, or if you know me well, you'll surely be familiar with the callow, brainless, belligerent dog that lives in my house. He goes by the name of Reuben. This stinky boxer has lived with us for the past year, and in that time has single-handedly driven every member of my family crazy through his irrational antics and poor decision-making skills. This dog is nuts. But he's taught me a thing or two, and I wrote him this letter, which I read to him despite the fact that he cannot read because he is a dog and is physically incapable of comprehending any words in the English language other than outside and trees. Dear Reuben, why? Why, Reuben, after I let you outside, do you stand at the back door and gaze at me with those incessant puppy eyes that demand my sympathy, just to run up to my bedroom 30 seconds later and crap on my bed? Literally, right in the middle of my bed. This was recent. I gave you the opportunity to be a good dog, to relieve yourself outside of the confines of our living space, and you would have even earned a treat from it. However, you insist on finding the one place in the entire house that is most important to me, my beloved shrine, the love of my life, my sweet, sweet bed, and crap all over it. Thanks for that. Why, Reuben, do you scare the living daylights out of anyone who steps foot in my house? I can only imagine the ice-cold shivers that must shoot down my friends' spines when they open my front door and spot the massive mutt barreling towards them at full speed. Reuben, you have literally chased my friends in circles around the house. You chew on their shoes and you sniff their asses and leave them standing on top of my kitchen table, frozen and bug-eyed. Do you understand how you must make them feel? Of course not. Your brain weighs like an ounce. Why, Reuben, do you drink from the toilet? I do an excellent job of keeping your bowl full. I'm honestly concerned that you're choosing to drink toilet water over the fresh water we provide you, and I'm really not sure why you do it. It's less convenient, it's lukewarm, and it probably doesn't taste that great. Maybe that's your thing, I'm not one to judge, but what's worse is that disgusting lapping noise you make when you're drinking it. It's nauseating enough to know that your tongue is plunging into the unsavory depths of hell. I don't need to be able to hear the sound effects. I understand that you're a dog and you can't help but dip into life's unholy temptations. We all have our vices, but please, for my sake and the sake of everyone you try to lick afterwards, cut it out. Why, Reuben, can't you let me wake up in the morning on my own terms? Day after day, you push at my bedroom door to see if it will budge. God forbid I made the fatal flaw of leaving it open a crack. I've learned to shut the door before I go to bed, but every once in a while, I'll forget to close it before I turn out the lights. And you never miss a chance to pounce on top of me, slobbering all over my face and digging your big paws into my covers, kicking them backwards, and exposing me to the frigid morning air. I know you're just excited to see me, and I know you want me to come hang out with you, but could you just settle for a little wake-up knock? You refuse to settle for anything less than a fervid, dramatic entrance, and I guess that's just kind of the guy you are. I appreciate that you have character, and I think your optimistic attitude serves as an effective pick-me-up. I just wish you were capable of understanding what is socially acceptable versus what is downright mad. Reuben, I know that everything you do is rooted in love, and I'm sorry if my patience ever runs thin. All you've ever wanted is to protect me and make me as happy as you are, and although your uncanny optimism and capricious decisions can really test my patience, you've strengthened my character and shown me unremitting love. I can't thank you enough for that. You're not so bad, Reuben. Just please, please keep your tongue out of the toilet. Thank you. Up next is Alea Pennock.
Hi, I'm Alea, and I wrote a piece about my high school experience. Before I begin, I want you to understand that I'm not expressing a message of be yourself, and it will be fine. I am expressing that life is difficult, and although you can pull through, it's a journey, not a bus stop. 2 years ago, a teacher told me to get lost. And for those of you who don't understand, he did not literally tell me to get lost. I was reading the Odyssey, and it was freshman year. I was frustrated with the text and the overwhelming pressures of high school. When he told me that, I didn't listen, because I didn't want to get lost in the Odyssey. I didn't want to get lost at all. I was, and still am, a very serious person. The difference between me 2 years ago and now is that I got lost in life. Who knew that advice about homework would be some of the best advice I ever received? Now let's backtrack. Freshman year, I was nervous and serious, and I had little confidence. In fact, I've been diagnosed with an anxiety disorder, which, along with other things that have happened in my personal life, have left me with little trust. Therefore, I became a shell. I had a good year, but I didn't put myself out there from fear of rejection, something I know we have all faced. Sophomore year, I opened up a little more. I talked more in English class, and I shared my writing in women's studies, something I would have never done before high school. Through all this elaboration, I'm trying to say that I was closed off to the world around me. Coming back to this year, things have changed. However, I am not saying that I am the life of the party, or that I have people screaming hi to me in the hallways. What I am saying is that change has happened. For instance, I raised my hand in all my classes, which is a big step considering I never used to participate in my classes at all. I also talk with my teachers and communicate, instead of acting as if they are mind readers that will pick up on what I'm feeling. I can go to the tutoring center without having a panic attack. I go there all the time for any help that I need. More importantly, I talk to others around me more and more. I talk with adults more than people my age, because I feel that they understand me better than people my age. However, I'm starting to realize that everyone's not how they appear on the outside. They are more than that. I've come to this because I realize that getting lost in what I enjoy is one of the best things I can do for myself. It makes me warm and fuzzy inside. And even if someone makes fun of me for it or calls me a geek, they can't take away my passion. I mean, look at Bill Gates. He is a nerd, and he has passion, and he is successful doing something he is passionate about. And once again, for those of you who don't understand, I'm not saying I want to be Bill Gates. What I'm saying is that nerds rule, and more importantly, being yourself rules. So don't be ashamed if you hear me from the weekend, or if you're excited for new school to documents like I am. You are wonderful, and you will get through. Thank you. Up next is Sarah Brand and Chloe David.
Hi.
Each one?
Am I on now?
Oh, good, cool. Okay.
All right. Hi, I'm Chloe,
And I'm Sarah.
and we have some advice.
Flirt.
To behave as though attracted to or to try to attract someone. Please raise your hand if you're single. That's what I thought. Okay. Well, We're here to help you with that.
Flirting seems hard, but with our simple tips, you're sure to gain a significant other or at least a prom date in no time at all.
Without further ado, here is how to pick up your crush.
By two single girls.
Right. 1. Never tell someone how you feel. Ever. Secrets are the new sexy.
2. If you really want a relationship, make sure all of your time and effort goes into your crush. School, family, friends, and activities are worthless in comparison.
3. Always hang on your crush. Ignore what they say about needing space. They're just overwhelmed by their love for your attention.
4. You know how much time you should actually spend talking to your crush? None. Initiating any conversation could come off as too forward, and you don't have anything good to say anyways. Be patient. All good things come to those who play hard to get.
5. Don't touch them. No one wants an affectionate high five, poke on the shoulder, or hug. In fact, the only acceptable form of touching is a punch or a kick. It's friendly, I promise. A good punch in the face goes a long way.
6. Never invite them to hang out in groups. They don't want to be friends with your friends anyway.
7. If someone asks you what you want to do on a date, never make up your mind. Fickle equals fashionable.
8. If your friends try to tell you sketchy stories about your crush, ignore them. They're not trying to help you, they're trying to defer you from your mission.
9. Never compliment them. You don't want them to get the wrong idea, and the longer they dismiss your friendship, the stronger your actual relationship will be.
10. Make sure you only talk about yourself when you're with them. Being self-centered is actually a turn-on.
11. Forgive and forget is a motto of the past. Hold a grudge as tightly as you want to hold their hand.
12. When you finally decide where you want to go on your first date, order the most expensive thing on the menu, and then make them pay because they're probably loaded, right?
13. Number 13 has been skipped for the comfort of the superstitious. We got you covered, Sam.
14. Always dress up for them. Your regular appearance isn't good enough to impress.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Okay. 15. Talk about other people around them. Everyone loves to know that they are second to your other friends and family.
16. Swear around them whenever you have the chance. Your rainbow language is unique and really adds to the conversation.
17. Give them fun nicknames like Pimpleface and Butthead. You're cute when you're angry, and it makes them feel special.
18. Change your lifestyle for them. You don't need to be yourself to land that cutie.
19. You should probably start exercising.
20. Never go for someone out of your league. There's no point in trying for someone who's way better. Who wrote this?
You didn't.
Girl, please.
We did.
That's what I thought.
You see, we were making fun of internet dating tips, and I think it took a turn.
You're right. Maybe instead of explaining how to get someone to like them, we should tell them why they should already love themselves.
Great idea. Then here's 7 reasons why you're perfect.
1. Without you, the world would be different. Just remember the last time someone smiled because of you. It shouldn't be that hard to think of.
2. Confidence, not secrets, is the new sexy. We know it's hard to love yourself, but that's not your fault. It's society telling you that you need to change yourself to get other people to like you.
3. You don't need to exercise. If you want to exercise, do it for yourself, but donuts, they taste much better than a hard workout feels.
I agree. 4. You're cute when you're angry, and you're cute when you're not. Smiley face, winky face.
5. That person you may or may not be pining over, they're the same species as you, believe it or not. Your DNA is 99% the same. And even though your DNA is 99% the same, that's not really how it works. We all know no one can do you as well as you.
6. The human body is literally amazing. Your brain processes everything around you in 1/10 of a second. Your heart keeps pumping no matter how many times you tell it to stop. Your long-term memory is limitless, and
Might I add that your skin does a great job of holding your insides together. Even if you don't like your personality, know that your organs are incredible.
7. No one is out of anyone's league. We're all in different leagues. Since when has life been about pleasing other people anyway?
Self-respect, pride and confidence in oneself, or a sense of dignity. Something we should all live by. Thank you.
Up next is Dana Duffy.
Hi, I'm Dana, and I'm a senior. Okay. If I were to describe myself as a kid in 2 words, I'd say I was embarrassingly eccentric. I've decided to finally be honest, though, and talk about my many interesting phases. Hopefully when I'm finished, everyone can realize that we were all a little awkward at some point, and there really is nothing to be embarrassed about. Phase 1, aka he's so cute, everyone wanted to squeeze me phase. Not much needs to be said here. I was a cute toddler, and I really only decided to start with this to shed light on the fact that I was wonderful. Phase 2, the boy phase. I feel like a lot of girls have been, or maybe still are, a tomboy. I had a boyish haircut, wanted to wear boy clothes, loved sports, and hated anything dubbed girly. I have 2 older brothers, so it was relatively easy for me to ditch the whole little girl thing and just act and do as they did. I'd say the most memorable experience during this time was getting mistaken for a boy in the woman's bathroom. It was awkward, but I dealt with it. I pretty much grew out of this phase, and though I raised some eyebrows a few times, I was happy with who I was, and that's really all that matters. Phase 3, my collection phase. I like to collect stuff. Yes, I collected the usual wacky packages, but I also put my own unique spin on items one can collect. I'll rattle off a few. Rocks, shells, wood, erasers, stamps, rubber ducks, notebooks, pens, bottle caps, socks, and wine corks. There's more, but I don't want to waste time. I still collect things and have started new collections, but I have changed. No longer do I spend my time digging through dirt looking for rocks. And I don't spend hours organizing and reorganizing my erasers. I could possibly be a pack rat, but having a big room has helped me keep this space relatively contained. Every time I look at a memento or a collection of mine, I'm able to revisit past experiences. I think it's pretty cool that something as simple as a rubber duck can do this. Phase 4, I'm going to be a carpenter. In 3rd grade, my family began an addition on our house. This meant 2 things for me. I first fell victim to countless weird sleeping arrangements in an effort to avoid the construction. My brothers were experiencing changes during this time and smelled pretty bad, so it's fun. The second thing I took away from the addition was the fact that I had an endless access to plywood. I became a carpenter for a little bit. I even received a pretty flower-painted hammer for Christmas that year. I lived for the times when everyone was out so I could be free to hammer nails into as much wood and walls in my room as possible. I never really built anything and just kind of decided one day that I had no real skill in carpentry and retired. Though I retired, it was good that I rolled out carpentry and can now pursue a more exciting career like accounting. Phase 5, weird 4th grader phase. In 4th grade, I looked sharp and I felt sharp. My daily outfit consisted of a graphic tee from Arrow. If I was feeling like $1 million, Abercrombie. My shirt was always accompanied with color-coordinated sport shorts and Nike walking shoes or Crocs. It is hard to go into detail about my overall weirdness during 4th grade, but I can give a good example. I have a friend who to this day talks about how the first thing I asked her when we met is if I could squeeze her earlobe. You'd think she'd have declined that request, but I'm pretty sure she actually let me. We're still good friends, which tells me that first impressions do not matter, and therefore I can do whatever I want on job interviews. Phase 6, junior high. I was your stereotypical junior high superstar. I began experimenting with swearing, straightened my hair a lot, and went to Starbucks to order frappuccinos. I also took a lot of trips to Deer Park, sometimes exclusively to take bestie pictures at Apple with my friends and post them on Facebook. We all know we did this, and I'm here to say it is okay. One way I was a little special during junior high is that I simultaneously had a pyro phase. I loved fire in 8th grade. I don't really want to go into it, but I now just love candles. I also want to let it be known that I never attended teen night. I am weirdly proud of this fact, and if you're my friend, I'd probably share this with you multiple times. Phase 7, now. Junior high, of course, ended, and high school began. Looking back, I've seen so much change in both myself and others. I feel that in life, there will always be regrets, but I try to keep in mind that what happened yesterday can't be changed. Embrace whatever it is that may set you apart from your peers. I can assure you that even your weirdest habits are shaping who you are. Or, at the least, you can someday look back and laugh.
All right, one more round of applause for our awesome student presenters. All right, so with these last 5 minutes, I have a question for you. Here is what you're going to do. I'll give you a minute to think about it. Let's say that you've done such an awesome job, which you have, and have inspired some of these fellow students out here in the audience to write a writer's week piece for next year. Here is your task. Come up with at least one piece of advice for them. You can walk up to this mic and share it. Okay.
Alright, so this is like both of our advice because we do everything together. So don't give up when you write things.
We literally waited to senior year to do writer's week, and I kind of wish we hadn't done that.
Because after last year, after we watched the juniors, right afterwards, Chloe and I were like, we're gonna do this, and then we kept with it the whole year, no regret. Stick with it.
I think one of the most important things is don't think that your words are unimportant. What you have to say is so meaningful, so don't hold back from what you want to say.
So don't worry about what people are going to think about you. I told a story about peeing my pants. I was really nervous that y'all are going to judge me, but I don't really care anymore. So yeah, let's do that.
Definitely write something that you really want to present to other people, and something that you're personally passionate about. The piece that I read, I actually wrote last night, because I had a piece earlier, but I really wasn't a huge fan of it, so I was like, all right, screw it, I'm going to write something that I like, so, have fun with it.
My advice, I'm a really emotional person, I think with my heart, so I would recommend writing with your heart. I know that sounds really corny, but if you channel an emotion into something, at least for me, that makes it a lot more powerful.
I would say don't overthink it and just think about the message, and if you believe in the message, then everyone else can believe in it too.
I'd say that even if you don't think you're a writer, you can do it, because I'm not really a writer, but I just did it, so.
I would say that even if you don't know what you're gonna write about, just write literally just random words, and start over and write a better one.
All right, I would say that's some pretty good advice. So hopefully all of you were taking notes. One more round of applause for everyone presenting.